so he was saying how, you know, also I think he was quoting Carl Jung, saying that majority of people like developmentally arrested, and people are kind of in the most people, obviously he's generalizing, but majority of people walking around are like with the brain or the maturity of a 15-year-old. I like I make a lot of parallels with men's work, and most of men actually not being really embodied or really conscious at all, if this makes sense, not really matured enough. What do you attribute this to, you know, given your experience in this field?
I mean, yeah, there's a very real part of the masculine and just humans that does arrest development psychologically, right? We're in these adult bodies, and there's all these leaders. I mean, just go look at the media, all these leaders
Oh
in
man.
adult bodies, but how they're acting out their emotion and their aggression and their dominance and their trauma is adolescent in many ways. And sometimes it's childish, where like they actually are frozen as like a 7-year-old or whatever. Some are like, you know, 20-year-olds in a 60-year-old body, and that's better, but it's not ideal. Like maturity and real integration is rare in our world, unfortunately, because we've lost elders. This is the main reason that men are so sick and committing suicide at a higher rate and suffering all these diseases. It's because we've lost elders and the rites of passage. So how many true masculine elders are out there leading men? How many rites of passage or rituals of initiation are being conducted for men that give them more courage, life-giving capacity, and guardianhood? Not the military, not prisons, not gangs, not sports. This is the thing. It's like we've lost a lot of these ancient ways, and we haven't lost them. We just have to revive them, and they're being revived in groups like the Mankind Project, Sacred Sons, you know, all these groups. The European Men's Movement I've recently spoken with about my new book, and those guys are Alexander Bard, and those guys are amazing. You know, it's happening, but you know, you don't psychologically mature automatically. It's a path you have to walk. So your body grows automatically, like you go from a baby to a grown man, but your psychology and your emotionality and your heart, although they are eternal and mature at their core, your personality and how you show up has to embody that through work. And this is why we do shadow work. This is why we do personal development. This is why, if you're dedicated to growth, you got to be willing to look at the darkness inside of you and bring it forward to be seen by the village, by elders, by other men, by the women in your life, and then alchemize that into your unique gift to the world, your journey as a hero, as a man, giving your gifts, giving your purpose, you know. And you have to be on mission and be in service. And that's where the maturity comes in, is when you stop just thinking about yourself and you start giving these things to the all, to everyone. That's a sign of maturity. And a lot of these men running the world, unfortunately, are really hurt adolescent men with nuclear weapons and vast amounts of money. And you can see what that has turned into in the world.
Oh, dude, this resonates really deeply.